Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I've come on to show you the next part of this lovely floating gnome Halloween wedding bouquet. I think I've said that right. So this is part two, and I'm going to show you how to make this lovely gnome. And he is a wizard and he's going to go onto the base of the bouquet. I'll show you how I've made him. Okay. So he's going to go like this at the top, and if you want to have a look back, if you're new to this channel or new to this project, I actually did make this base for the bouquet in on the last video, so have a look at that. And I think that's in the 3D playlist. If it isn't, then I will be putting it in there soon. Okay, so yeah, so there we are. So he's going to go on there and he's going to look like he's floating. First of all, we're going to make him. We're going to make this lovely gnome. Any card you want, just a thin piece of card. And you're going to draw around your template. Okay. And we're going to cut that out. So that's cut out. But what you want to do is you just want to have two pieces of craft foam, one smaller than the other. Okay, this is how I've done it. And you're going to sandwich this card in between. Okay, and this is just to make it stronger. So we're going to draw around this. So we need two of these, and we're indenting this with a wooden skewer, cocktail stick, anything that's pointed. Okay. I cut those out. Okay, so now we've cut these out, we've got our cardboard piece for the middle and our two that are going to go either side like this. And what you want to do now is you want to cut this cardboard down because you don't want to see the edge of it. So we're going to glue this on and we're going to sandwich this piece of cardboard in between the front and the back of our gnome. And then what you want to do is stick the front of your gnome on top. So just glue that down. Don't worry about the back because you're not going to see the back. You could actually do this black. I haven't got any black foam left, otherwise I do black. So what we're going to do next is we're going to work out where we want to put our details on. And how I did that was I took the one I drew and I copied it. So I copied where I put the details on. So basically, if I hold that up, you can see the details are on there. So I know where the hat comes and all the hands and the feet are all on there. So I'm going to do my hat green, just like I did the other one. And I'm going to turn that over. And you might want to draw that. You might want to draw around that. But what I like to do is I like to just cut it where it is. Like that. With the beard, I know that's going to come virtually all the way down from there to there on my gnome. So what I did was I just basically cut, okay, and then I would just, you can draw around this. It might be easier for you to draw around it, but what I did was I just went, okay, that is where the beards come in, like that. And now you just want to get his nose in there. So what I did with that is I just basically just cut the nose out. So that's your nose. This is where it starts to come to life. Okay, this is where it actually starts to come to life. So then you've got your hands. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stick this on because I think I've got it right. And this is where I want the beard to go. And the beard goes over the top of the feet. So what I'm going to do is stick the feet on first. right, and then I'm going to put my beard on. Now we're going to glue our hat on, okay, because our hat goes above our beard. And then we're going to put our nose, put our nose on there, like that. Okay, and then you've just got your hands. And our beard is a little bit off there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm quite happy with that, like that. So I'm going to just do a little bit of, there we go. So that is like that. And I'm going to just glue this in a little bit here, the edge here. Okay, so that glues like that. Just make sure it's all glued around the edge. So then what we're going to do is we're going to do our stars on our hat. Okay, just going to do a triangle, and then, excuse me, and then just do another triangle like that, and then cut that out. Okay, so we've got our stars, so we're going to stick those on. I've done those out of glitter craft foam. Okay, that's your stars. Now I've got these for the potion bottles, okay, and a little cork there. So basically I've just done these as templates. I just drew them freehand as templates. So if you can make those up, then what you want to do is you just want to, it's a bit small, sorry, let's come in a bit more. You just want to basically just draw around these. You just cut it out and we just stick that on there like that. So I'm going to do like a little label to go on there. So I'm going to do that freehand. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a label, and I just guess how I want that to look. I just guess what, you know, how, whether it will look all right on there. Like that. And then just going to put this onto my gnome. So it looks like he's holding onto this lovely little spell bottle here, like this. Okay, so that is your lovely gnome. So how lovely is that? Really love that, really happy with that. So that is your gnome. Okay, so let's put him on. I think it might be better with tabs, but let's stick him on like this. Okay everybody, so this is our first book, okay, and how we're going to do this is we're going to do the back exactly the same as we did the gnome. So if you go back and look at how we did the base for our gnome, do it exactly the same for your book. Okay, so the templates that you need is, you need one for the outline of your book and for your base. Okay, actually, yeah, one for that. And you want one for the spine and the cover of your book. Okay, that's all you need for your templates. Okay, so now we've got all of the bases for our books. Okay, and like I said, they're done exactly the same way we did the base for the gnome. Okay, we've got these templates here which we've used for these. And for this book, we're going to start with this book. And with this one, you've already got your template for the top and the one underneath your pages. Okay, so all you've got to do is choose what colour you want your, just like this, choose what colour you want your spine to be. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to do my spine green. So what I'm going to do is draw around my template. and then cut that out. Okay, so then we've got this, we're at this stage. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to cut the bit out for our pages, which is this bit here. Okay, so what we do with that is we just take our template, take this template, and we just want to, basically, we just want to cut, basically just cut out around this template. Okay, so then what we want to do is just stick this and then stick this on top. Okay, so that's your book. Okay, and if you want to, you can trim that around the back there. That's your book. So we're basically doing that with all of them. I think I might put some stars on here. Okay, so I'm going to go away and do that. Okay, so with this one, what I've done is I've just cut some craft foam out and stuck it on top to make the spine, but you might be able to find some nice lettering that would go on there and put a little title on there. Okay, so that's your books, and you might want to do details for the pages and things like that, but that's how it all works. And so now what we're going to do is I'm going to actually have a go at assembling some of this. So we've got our strip and our tabs, which we actually made in the last video. So have a look, go back and have a look at that if you want to. So I'm going to work out where I want these books to go. Like that. Okay, so I'm just going to, I want to put these on wonky, okay, just so that so I'm just going to put the glue underneath like that, and I'm going to glue that on where I want that to go, hoping that will work. Okay, could do that, or we could put that behind, we could even put that on top. Let's see. I really wanted it to look like his on there, but I'm not sure if that will stay on. So I'm going to try and glue that in there like that. Okay, so those are all stuck on, but what you could do, like I said, is you could put tabs underneath there and stick them to your books as well. Okay, so that is that. Well, that's looking quite impressive in the camera view. And what you can do then after that is you could even put books underneath here. Perhaps you might make them smaller, and you probably won't need this base, because the only reason I did this base is so that this holds up here. But if you're going to stick it flat on your bouquet, like when we do these potion bottles, I'll show you how to do those next. But with the potion bottles, what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to stick them, cut them out from foam or any sort of fabric, and just stick them down behind the books. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with those. So if I just place them, how I'm going to do those, you can see how that's going to work. Maybe. Okay, so just place them there, and you might have another one that's already cut out. So we just cut them out like this and just stick them on. And I'm going to do some stars and things around the back as well, so that's going to look really good. If you wanted, you could even have another another gnome at the bottom there. Actually, I quite like that. Look, you could have another gnome there at the bottom if you want to. Okay, so now we've come to the end of this video, and if you enjoyed it, you can always press the like button and give us a comment below and let me know, do you like gnomes? If not, you might not be watching this. But if not, perhaps you would decorate this bouquet in a different way. Let me know how you would do it, what other ways you would do this. Okay, and also you can subscribe to my channel, which helps it to grow and also gives you more videos just like this one. Okay, so everybody take care for now, and I'll be back with the final part of this project, which will be decorating the front of your bouquet and the back as well. Okay then, bye bye for now.